Northwest to world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Miami Dolphins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, some strong running. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee. Here's Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game.
Did.
Right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
The race is on. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 23.
Number 2. Ice jam. Ice jam. Out.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Tua now on first down. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Solo left Zion.
From the gun, it's Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by Achane. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Devon Achane, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Here we go.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And this one is incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Now it's Fields. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. In motion, Komet. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 36. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
On play action, Fields. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 18-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll send Miller in motion right.
11.
Play action. It's Fields. They'll dump this off to Akers. Touchdown Bears! Cam Akers from 10 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Dolphins 7. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, shot?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21. Dolphins 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard
Throw
line.
left side taken in by Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. And Tua's going to change things up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Ooh, the juke. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here we go. Good.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Here we go.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Throw out left, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd and 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
21G, 21G.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jones on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Go ahead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the 2nd quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
1st and 10. At their own 11-yard line.
Go ahead.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
44.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll pitch it out to Achane. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
In motion, Hill. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going in. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
All right, come on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run. Achane. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Devon Achane. As time expires in the first half. And the Dolphins get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Jones on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Miller, the man in motion. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Fields. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here we go, son.
First down, Bears.
Now Fields going to move him around. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
EQ. Out, let's go. Go.
Back to throw. Shakes off the sack, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Fields now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Fields. And that's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 11. To throw is Fields. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Now Achane on 1st and 10. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. They dial a running play here with Hill. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running right, here's Achane. Oh, nice move. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good seed, even things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. He's got a man, complete. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Time on three, kick. Ready,
up the middle, Achane. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1 yard gain.
Tua going to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
To number 10, Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Bears 45. Dolphins 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Get set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 45 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well, trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
Chips lit. Delta.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
21G. Watch it, Oscar.
Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Inside the 20. Yeah, they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
You got it. Watch, you got it.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Easy. All right.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, They certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they move